Hello and welcome, I'm Logan with All Paths Taken, and this is part 26 of my 100% walkthrough of Elden Ring. In this episode, we will be exploring the realm of Crumbling Farum Azula. As always, we are going for every secret, every item, and every boss. So, fellow Tarnished, rise and join me on my quest to become the true Elden Lord. So to get to Crumbling Farum Azula, we have to climb the gigantic Giant Forge. So, we gotta ride this really cool chain up. I really hope I don't die. I really hope I don't die. We'll see. I've died so many times to this chain. I don't know why. I'm just terrible at platforming on a horse. I have a feeling that if you guys tune in on Saturdays, when you guys see me live stream from noon to 3 Central Standard Time, my Deathless run is gonna end right on that spot. I don't know why. I did that pretty clean, but like right here, I feel like my Deathless run is going to end. I'm either going to be on Torrent, I'm going to be on my own 2 feet season, I'm just going to jump right off the ledge because I don't know what I'm doing. So, be sure to tune into that on Saturdays from 12 to 3 so you guys can hang out with me while we play some Elden Ring, do one of the toughest challenges I've ever done in any video game, the Deathless run. But speaking of death, we got to make our way closer to the Ruin of Death. If, again, you did not go get the Madness or Lord of Frenzy Flame, the 3 fingers on you like I did, hence my big glowing eyes, my beautiful glowing eyes, you're going to make sure that when you rest at this grace that you choose to cast your Maiden into the fire, since I did get the Madness Flame as we are going for every item and every ending and all that good stuff. We have to make sure we listen to the sounds of flame. God, this looks so creepy in the white mask. I didn't realize how creepy that mask is. And with my glowing evil eyes, creepy. Like, oh, creepy. And with the creepy nails of the Knight's Cavalry armor. It's like Michael Myers in Elden Ring. Mixed with guts from Berserk. I love it. I love that shot. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. I love it. I love that our power, now that we have the Frenzied Flame, or we have been absorbed or engulfed and embraced by the Frenzied Flame, is the power that we needed to burn the Erd Tree. I think that's so cool. I think that's so cool. I do want to know why we just randomly spawn in at Farum Azula. I was never able to put that together with the lore. Not sure why. Like, I know why. It's because Destined Death is here, but I don't know why or how we get here. That's what I'm getting. Especially since this is a place where time is all out of whack. Since, you know, Crumbling Farum Azula is frozen in some places, like since the rocks and everything aren't moving, but I don't know. The lore in this area is really cool. I think this is one of the most lore-heavy sections of the game. Granted, every section has their own lore, since each section is like a country in the lands between. Not between. But we're going to grab the stone, grab the ruin, and we're going to make our way over to our first grace. But before we get there, we got to kill some of the beastmen. When we do that, there's going to be I'm hoping this will be a pretty powerful build with all the bleed that I've got going on. That's not bad. Oh, I thought he was going to drop me his sword. I like the curved sword's jump attacks. I don't like the curved swords themselves, but I do like the jump attacks because it's the same move as the twin blades. But I think it hits just a little bit harder, so it's kind of cool. Alright, so from there we kill those dudes. Now we got a couple more in here to take out. And then we are right next to our first grace of Crumbling Farum Azula. Was there an item in here? I don't remember. Ah, there was. I knew it. Alright, so we come down this hallway to our first grace. And then we got to get ready to fight an ancient dragon. These things take a while to fight. They take a while to get used to. I don't recommend fighting these things with the camera locked on unless you're going to look at the back legs. Chipping away at its ankles, honestly, is like the best strategy, in my opinion. But we're going to come this way, and we're going to grab this first item. And by the time we get to the second item, you should see it swoop down and come say hello. Ooh, I should use my flask. That's a good idea. Oh, that's good bleed. Again, just try to stay under its toes. That is about the best way you can try to do a massive amount of damage. Alright, that's fine. That works for me. I missed. I missed again. What is that? What is that? Ow! I've never seen that before. That was cool. And terrifying all at the same time. Oh, you got me. Good move. I hear fire. Good thing I don't see fire. Oh, that's fire. Ah. Oh, that's fine. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. You got to just hit him like one more. Give him a little smooch. There we go. We got the smooch. Right to the knee. But the reason we want to kill this dude is to get the Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. And there's a couple more Ancient Dragons that we will fight in this level. One of which does not give us, like, anything. But it does clear a good section of the level, so we don't have to fight him later. And it also allows us to complete Alexander the Iron Fist Warrior Jar and get his Shard of Alexander as we wrap up his quest line. But we got a couple of enemies, or several enemies, before we get to that point in the level. Oh god, these weapons are so fun. So, before we go anywhere else, we want to make sure that we end up coming up this way to a hidden section of the level. As when we come up through the windows, we got these broken platforms or broken ceiling tiles as they are kind of guarding some great Glovewarts, if I remember correctly, and some gravelstone. So we got to make sure we take everybody out quickly and efficiently. I said efficiently, that means no missing. I said no missing. Alright, then we got a couple more over here. There are a couple of lightning casters, so be prepared for lightning. Got him. And then we get to grab our great brave Glovewart. Now we can backtrack to where we were, as we got to kind of circle around the lower level in order to get to our first hidden area of the game. There are a ton of hidden paths you can take in this level. So this level is going to be pretty long. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of Crumbling Farum Azula into this episode. But we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to find out. I hope I can. I hope I can, but we'll see. Depends. There's some pretty tough boss fights in this arena, or in this land of Crumbling Farum Azula. We got Godskin duos, which is maybe where we will end the episode. We'll see. And then we have Dragonlord Placidusax, and we have Maliketh the Black Blade, also known as Gurranq the Beast Clergyman. But we want to take that guy out first, as he's going to cast some magic, something that we don't want to deal with. Then we're going to take out the beastmen that are laying around. There should only be about 4 down here total, maybe 5. I might have miscounted, but we'll see. Shouldn't be too much of a problem with how ridiculously strong we are. But as you can see, we also got the Ancient Dragon Prayerbook, and then we also got to get our Great Bolts as well. But we want to actually run this way first, as we've got to get to a Grace. You can grab this item right over here. It's just a bell bearing. I'm going to grab it a little bit later, as we are going to eventually warp out this way anyway. But we're going to now backtrack, as we got a couple more sections to go. First section is over here to the north. This one I actually don't remember off the top of my head. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm pretty sure this just leads to an item, as there's nothing else around here. But the second section that we're going to go to actually leads to some really gross, creepy enemies, some Wormfaces. So we got to go do that, as there are some items down there that we can grab. Alright, so we grab the Hero Rune level 2. And we're going to go right down the elevator to the nasty, pukey, Deathblight monsters, the Wormfaces. Alright, so send it back up just in case we die. That way we don't have to wait for the elevator. Did I check this side? I'm pretty sure I did. I did. Sorry, I played this way earlier in the day, and I have worked a very long day of work, and I am just a little tired, as I'm trying to record now at 10 o'clock at night, and I'm probably not going to finish recording till close to midnight, maybe a little later. So, we'll see how this all goes. But you can see there's a couple different paths that we want to take. We want to take this wall where we have all of the braziers, as there's going to be a couple of different sections where we got a little bit of a trap, like right here. Woo! That's a lot of bleed. I love that. That makes me feel real special. Then we're going to keep heading down this wall to the southeast until the very, 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 very end. So we can get back up here, as there's a couple of different jumps that we can take. So don't feel like you have to stop and change directions. We want to go this way, as there's one more Wormface guarding an item right over here in the very corner. Almost there. Here we are. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. Please no Deathblight. Please no Deathblight. There we go. There we go. We got our Gravelstone. Before I do anything else, we're going to just boop that, so we're good. Then we are going to run back the way we came, and we're actually going to go back to those platforms, as that item was just kind of off in the wilderness by his lonesome, and we don't really need much else down here. We will come back and mess with those really big, or that really big worm face over there, but we're going to do that once we wrap up this little section. You would think that it is a boss, since the last time we saw one that big, it was a boss, but really, it's not. It's just a big enemy. And honestly, I didn't get anything to drop, so I'm not sure if there is a point to fight it. So, it's up to you if you guys want to. I don't think I will, just because if I do die, it's going to make this episode even ridiculously longer, and there's a good chance this one might be a little longer than I was expecting. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, we got another. Ow. Stop puking. I love how they drop gold poop. I love how all of them drop gold poop. That's not concerning at all. But we want to grab our Somber 9, then we're going to run back around this little bridge over here for a ladder that you probably saw on our way back. And don't be surprised if they all attack you. It does happen. After all, we did steal a Somber 9 from them. But we're going to get all the way to the top, as we have another item over to the southwest. And as you can see, we got one enemy to kill. Alright, we got the Smithing Stone 8. We're going to come over here and drop onto the floating platforms. And now, we have 3 items to grab. Honestly, I wouldn't fight anybody. I'm just gonna run by. I'm just gonna run by. I fought him. I didn't get anything but gold poop. Not really worth your time, in my opinion. So, let's just keep running. They are gonna get mad and wake up here in a second. But we wanted the Glovewart picking bell, or the Glovewart picker's bell bearing. And then we're just gonna run right back here and steal some items. Nothing? Nobody wanted to fight me? Really? I'm surprised. Interessante. Alright, then we want to go Tempest facing balcony. Alright, so from here we want to head north. And this is a pretty useful bell bearing, as it gives us Somberstone, I believe 6 and 7. Now we want to drop all the way down, as we have a few skelly beastmen to kill. Remember, if you're fighting these dudes and you have, I believe, Sacred Order, which is the spell we get from D, you can kill these dudes without having to hit their bodies again like I'm doing. One more enemy left. Grab the golden runes. There's only one other item that you can see to the right of the screen that we gotta get, and this little section is done. Got a Somber 7. We jump back off. Now, gotta go right over here. A lot of tricky platforming in this area. Me personally, not a fan. I'm not that gifted of a gamer to do all of the crazy platforming. That's why I play Souls games instead of like Mario or Hollow Knight. Either game, I'm not good to play. Not good enough of a gamer with platforming. Now fighting stuff, that's my jam. But as you know, oh, how did you miss? I was right there, standing in your way. But as you can see, definitely a good gamer when it comes to melee and fighting. Not a very good gamer when it comes to jumping. Alright, but we kill that dude for a gravel stone. You also want to watch your step, is when if you go too close to that pillar, that will happen. If you also wanted to take care of this dude, you could have shot him with a bow, but no big deal. Or a great bow especially, but we want to grab this Somber 9 and make our way to our next grace. Now, before we continue east, we are going to do some platforming to areas behind us. So we're going to rest really quick, and then we're going to face southwest, and we are going to jump right onto this staircase. We have one ambush right over here. Oh, I don't like that. Then once we're done with that ambush, we're going to run right past this one. And we're just going to grab an item right up here. Then we're going to turn right around and we're going to fight this dude. And then we're going to turn left, right where he jumped out of. As this will take us to our second hidden path of the level. Oh god, I thought I wasn't going to make it. Scares me every time I try that jump. Alright, but then we're going to climb up the ladder. As now we're going to be where that archer was that I told you you could shoot. Oh, well, he gone. Alright, so we have 3 enemies up top here that you can kill. Honestly, I'd recommend equipping some crystal darts, and then you can just knock them down one at a time and take them out. We're going to do that a bunch in this area, as this area in the late game really loves traps. They really love just trying to block in the player character or the tarnished and really trying to mess us up, but it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work because you guys are smart. You're watching my content. You know when I fell for all of these traps, I got smarter for you. So you can already just be smart instead of the big dummy that I was. Alright, but from here, we have done everything in this little section. It's not going to let me go back. Well, that's dumb. Why not? I don't understand. It's okay. Ah, there we go. We're going to warp back to Dragon Temple. And then we're going to come back again. We're going to go backwards again. And the reason this time is we're going to actually explore beneath. So we are going to wrap right around this corner, and I believe, yep, we have our next Banished Knight. Ouch. Ouch. Stop it with your windmill of death and fury. Oh, God. Terrifies me every time. Yeah, there's a lot of them in this level if you didn't know. So just be on the lookout. Be prepared. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering. That's what's going to happen to me, but it's okay. You guys are going to be prepared. You're going to get through it way better than I did. Then we got a couple more knights to kill. One of them is right here. If you don't feel like fighting them, you do not have to by any means. There is a grace to the left that we are going to grab before we end up going somewhere else. But we do have a few knights to kill. This one, however, we are going to aggro before we go down there. As to the right, there's a doorway with another knight as well. Alright, Dual Sword McGee, come over here. Are you going to do your big buff, or are you just going to chase me? Well, that works for me. That makes my life great. Ooh, Banished Knight Greatsword. That's cool. Alright, but we can grab this. A nice little Azula Beastman Ashes. Are you gonna come fight me? And then we can try our best. Oh my goodness, I am strong. Man, when that blood loss procs and there's another enemy nearby, they die so fast. That is amazing. I love it. Then we have our Somberstone 9, and we're going to turn around and head east as we are going to get to our Grace. This is the Grace that we are going to use when we want to go fight the Godskin duo. The Godskin duo is one of the most egregious roadblocks in the game, but I'll talk with you about more of that stuff later. Let's see, where else did I want to go? Alright, we are actually going to warp back to the Dragon Temple. Now we are going to head east, and we are going to walk over, and we're probably going to aggro a Banished Knight as we grab this item. Oh, he giving me that good move. Oh yeah, that's what I like. That right there is what I like. I don't like that one. I don't like that either. Ow. Whoo! So much strength in those enemies. God, their poise is outrageous. Alright, where's the next one? Right here, baby! No. No. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. Nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. It wouldn't. I kept getting. I hit the wall. I don't know how I hit the wall when I'm facing that way, but whatever. Game's just like, nah. Death. Death awaits. I need Maliketh's voice going, death. You know what I mean? It'll happen. Either this episode or next episode. We'll see. We'll see how good I can do. Ooh, we got the bleed proc. That's clutch, because we need to kill another knight. Hello, friend. I'm coming for your death. Ow, you did the same combo. Alright. So, we do have a couple items, as you can see there. We're going to eventually move that way to kill that knight. But we now want to backtrack. This little balcony just takes us over the Godskin duo boss arena. We do not need to enter that way yet. That'll be the last thing we do before we move on somewhere else. But we have another banished knight over here that we're going to kill. Thank you for giving me that move. That makes my life so much easier. You are a wonderful banished knight. I hope good things upon you. Like that. Now we're going to run east down this long hallway. Then we are going to turn left as we have a banished knight that we can sneak up on all stealthy-like and just poke him right in the butt. Right in the butt. Be aware that there is another halberd knight over to our left, so if we do not kill this thing fast enough, it will aggro. May not happen every time, but it has happened to me a few times. You and your aggroing, man. The way your RNG works just befuddles me. Alright, then we got all the way to there for our Dragon Wound Grease. Alright, so from here, we want to look to the northwest, and we want to fall off on the staircase. There is a slim chance this dude can see you, but you most likely will be okay. Same thing as we did to the dual sword knight up top. Yeet that dude in the booty and send him off the cliff. Then we're going to grab an item up top the stairs. Yes, if you are wondering, the knight will see you if you go to the stairs. I found that out the hard way. Now we're wrapping over this way. Same thing. We're going to be all stealthy-like. And we're going to stab this dude in the butt. Lot of booty this year. A lot of booty. A lot of booty. Ow. No, I don't. Not like this. Okay, I got out. Alright, then. We have done everything in this area up to Godskin Duo. If you are brave, you can do this right now. I am not. As you can also see, we have Bernal. Recusant Bernal that we could summon for this fight as well. I honestly recommend you warp to the Transept Grace in the Dragon Temple and fight him on that front. Before I do anything else, though, we are going to... Oh my goodness, I have money. Should I level everything up to see where I'm at? Should I use all these? Oh yeah, your boy's gonna use all these. BRB, everybody! Oh my goodness, why didn't you guys tell me I was sitting on 500,000 runes? My goodness. That was 4 levels? 4 levels? My goodness, what are you guys doing to me? What are you guys doing to me? Alright, but we are getting ready to fight the Godskin Duo. If you would like a partner, you can summon Recusant Bernal. You do not need to, but you definitely can. As you can see, he is using the Devourer's Scepter, which is the last legendary armament. Again, we will find him later in Crumbling Farum Azula. So we will not get that now. You do not need to summon him, and you will still be able to get that item as well, or that weapon as well. It's not going to be ending. It's not going to be game ending or trophy ending, and you'll have to get it on New Game Plus, like the what sword was that? Oh, it's going to bother me if I don't say it. Right here, the Rune's Greatsword. That's what it was. It's not going to be like this weapon where if you don't complete it right or follow the quest right or do things right, it goes away and you're going to have to find it next game. This one will stay there. But for now, we are going to start fighting Godskin Duo. These things are weak to bleed. They are weak to frost. They are weak to sleep. So a good strategy is using... Let me see if I have any. Is using sleep pots. I don't believe I have any kind of sleep pot that I can make, unfortunately. But if you're able to craft sleep pots, you can then throw it at one of them. It'll keep them asleep while you can fight the other one-on-one for a period of time. Then you can just throw another one on them to get them both to sleep and things like that. So, that is an option. You can do the same thing with sleep arrows and other things of that nature. But again, you don't need to if you don't want to. Summoning him will help a lot as it becomes a one-on-one fight. With this fight, killing them both does not mean that the fight is over, which is very weird to me because they're a quote-unquote duo. But since they share the health bar, one of them will have to be summoned again. If not, both of them will have to be summoned again in order for the health bar to be completely drained. But it is the exact same fight as a normal apostle and a normal noble, but you will have both to deal with. I suggest if you're going to do like me, you're going to fight one-on-one, the apostle is the best option to kill first, as if you fight the noble first, it'll transform and then turn into the wheels on the bus go round and round and, you know, just never stop. So keep that in mind, but we are going to get started. Let's see how ridiculously hard this is. I'm hoping I will do an incredible amount of bleed and just absolutely devastate. Noble, noble, noble. Ah, noble! We're gonna do this like one more try, then probably summon Bernal. I don't want to be here all night. And if you're wondering why don't I use my strategies that I have just said, because I love misery, you know? I love making things harder than they need to be for me. Who doesn't like having a good time like that? Who wants to win for sure? I don't. I want challenge and misery. I want to get mad like I'm about to because the Godskin Noble's so mean. He's mad because I called him fat. And he knows he's fat. Alright, I need to actually give it like the old college try. I can't just beat around the bush and hope things go well. No, Noble, you are so stinking mean, man. I deserve that. I hit twice and I shouldn't have. What? What is my controller? I'm mashing circle and I'm just standing, letting myself get hit. Is it because I'm tired? I shouldn't be tired. I've only been up since like 6 a.m. It's 10:30. It's fine. I need to give it an actual college try. I'd like for at least one of them to be dead. If I can get one to be dead, I'll call it a night, because I'm clearly not on my A game right now. That was rude. Oh, God, he missed. Yep, that was fair. I deserved that. I deserved that one. Dude. God, your jump attacks are just BS, dude. That's fair. Missed me. Come forward. Ow. Dude, you hit so hard for no reason. I rolled. I disagree. That's fine. I should be okay as long as that corner doesn't screw me over. All right, let's see who's next. No, he almost killed me right away. Holy crap. That would have made me very upset. Not gonna lie, guys. Whew! No! You followed it up this time, you suck! Okay, fine. Bernal, you're coming in. I didn't. I won the fight. You guys saw. You guys saw. You guys saw. He got scared, and he did his little scaredy slash, and it killed me. I mean, it didn't kill me. It was a glitch. Glitch in the game. Glitch in the game. Glitch in the game. I did it first try. Y'all weren't looking. Y'all were watching some other guy play. I definitely did it first try. 100%. Don't look at who's in the corner. Oh no, I've been invaded. I better go to the boss. You guys will never know. Oh my god, the invader is here. What? He's helping me? That's a bug. That's illegal. Ow, that's actually illegal. I dodged that. There's a pillar behind me, isn't there? That's why I'm not going backwards anymore. Worth it. Beauty. Bernal, you haven't killed this dude yet? Oh, is it because you're trying to kill me? It might be because you're trying to kill me. That's fair. That's a fair point, dude. Why are you coming? You can't come at me now. I don't need to die. Stop it. Dude. Hi. Ow. Bernal, stop chasing me. Bernal, please don't chase me. Please fight the boss. I'm nice. I have been nothing but nice to you, sir. Woo! Man, it's weird. What's going on with this invader? Oh god, he's coming for me. He's coming for me. Please. Oh, you guys will never know that that guy actually helped me, right? I fought the boss. I killed him. I killed him by myself. You saw. You saw. Saw. Alright, I don't have any money, so I can't level up. And I think we're gonna keep going, because that wasn't very long. Alright. From the Altar Grace, we are going to head north. Now this is where this level really opens up, and we just get a boatload of hidden sections. And I also just love... I love looking at that dragon over there, because it's like Dragonlord Placidusax. And that one, like, it's so cool seeing those dragons in the walls that look like the boss we're going to fight later in the level. Even though I hate the boss, I think it's the worst remembrance boss out of all of them. Like, visuals, amazing. Fight mechanics, awful. Absolutely atrocious. I will stand by that till the day I die. But we're gonna kill those two. We're gonna go through the doorway. And we got a nice little fluffy puppy with no eyes. Gonna grab the golden rune. We're gonna jump through a window. We're gonna kill a couple more dogs. And we got another beastman over here throwing sparkles at us. Well, alright. I didn't want to hit him anyway. Then we get to grab the old thing. Wrap around the corner for some money. Then we're going to run and jump back. Now we are going to head this direction. Wait, isn't there an item on this post? Nope, I'm thinking of something else. And then we got a big fatty. Big fatty's got to die. Alright. We are going to come right over here as we have an item. And then we are going to wrap around. I believe there is a trap over here. So once we get around a certain corner where you see that sleepy enemy, there's going to be a dude that will just jump out at us. Then we can grab our lightning grease and we can head back the way we came. Now we want to climb up the stairs as there should be a dog and another enemy. Maybe two enemies. I might be thinking of the wrong spot. I am thinking of the wrong spot. Just an enemy over here. Then we're going to go down this hallway. Actually, let's do this first. I was going to clear out the enemies, but since no enemies are coming, it's not that big of a deal. We're going to run and jump onto this pillar. And then when we get up here, we got a big dude to kill. Really? He's still alive, huh? And as you can see, Puppy's got to die too as well. And then we can grab another ancient dragon smithing stone. I love how many there are in this level. I'm not a fan that you got to kill some dragons to do it, because some of those dragons hit like a truck and have so much health. But I do like how many they give, nonetheless. Then we're going to head north as we have an enemy to kill over here. Then we're going to turn around and head the opposite way as we have a couple more enemies to kill. There's number one. And number two is right behind us to the west. Oh god, you hit really hard, sir. Alright, well there's that. And then he is protecting a Somber 9. Now we are going to simply use the Stonesword keys we got, as we are going to take an elevator to a hidden section of the level. Another hidden section of the level. And we're going to rest at the Grace. Ooh, do I have money to level up again? I do. Nice. Love when I have money. Oh, don't need past time. We're going to get health to 60 because things started hitting way harder than they should. Alright, so over this way, we are going to head east. We have several enemies to kill. Oh, hello, fire. Oh, no. Alright, then we're going to hop in here for some money. Then we're going to go this way for an enemy, just wandering around minding his own business. Then down here we will have a dog, and we will have another skelly man. Then we can grab the butterfly under the tree, and we can climb up top to make our way around the tower that was over next to us. And now you can see that we have an item over here to the west. And then we want to start using crystal darts again. Try to aggro all of these dudes, because these dudes will come down on their own if we go towards that item. Then, as you can see, we want to move quickly because the Walking Dead are coming back. Ow. Thank you for breathing fire. It makes my life... Well, aw. Well, that's unfortunate. Now I gotta kill all these dudes again. There's so many. This is a terrible idea. Absolutely terrible idea that I did that. Oh my god, and there's more. That sucks. Okay, well, Big Boy is the main one I need to kill, so. You know what? We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. You can kill all these dudes. You can also kill all these dudes that are in this tree as well, but we're just gonna go. I don't really feel like dealing with that headache right now. I've died enough. It's almost 11 o'clock in the evening, at night. I just want to go. Alright, but we are going to grab the Ruin Arc and the Golden Seed. We are then going to run over yonder, as we should have down below a couple of puppies to kill. I just don't remember where the puppies are. Where are you, puppies? There's one puppy. We'll kill the scaly man in a minute. Well, there's the other puppy. Beauty. Alright, another scaly man, more scaly man, that's fine. Not the end of the world. Oh my god, are they all coming down? This really is like The Walking Dead, my goodness. Alright, was that everybody? Okay. Now, as you can see, we got a beetle. We want to make sure we come through the pillars. Oh, don't fall off the edge. Thank you. That way we can get Golden Lightning Fortification. Kind of a cool incantation. But we are going to use our flask, and then we're going to fight another ancient dragon. This one does not give us anything, but we need to kill this dude in order to fight Alexander. So we do have to kill this dude, unfortunately. Oh, I hear something. Oh, it was you. Okay. I thought it was somebody else. Yeah, I thought that was a skelly man. I'm like, I don't want to fight a dragon and a skeleton. That just sounds awful. Ouch. Almost there. There we go. Beautiful. B-E-A-U-T-ful. Oh, we did get Gravelstone. We did get something. Not super important, but something's better than nothing, you know? But now we are going to head up, and we're going to go talk with Alexander. He should be chilling up there, as you could see. Just barely he was on screen. But we're going to go talk with him, as we got to end his quest line to get one of the best, if not the best, talisman in the game. Especially if you are somebody who loves PvP. You just got to get it. We're gonna grab this before we have to talk to you. Hello, friend.
Ah, I see you finally made it here yourself. The city hanging in the air is slowly crumbling. What an incredible place we find ourselves. But that aside, you're certainly a force to be reckoned with, eh? I doubt there's a single soul who could have handled that giant other than you. He was practically a god. Of course, I count myself, the great Alexander, among the many. Which means I've but one thing to ask of you. Would you kindly undertake my ordeal? Come and tell me when you're ready. I've been longing to fight a warrior as accomplished as you.
Alright, so, as you can tell, we have to fight our best friend. Our bestest friend, our biggest butt buddy. The dude, our butts that we just have to be around all the time. We met him in Caelid, or met him in Limgrave, ventured to Caelid, whooped General Radahn together. Met him in a volcano. Met him here again, or met him in Mountaintop of Giants, and here we are. One last duel, fighting over nothing.
You are ready then?
Love it.
I take it. Then let us begin.
I am the great Jar Warrior, Iron Fist Alexander. Be strength, O warriors.
Woo!
One champion together.
Such a cool move. Oh, good move, sir. Good duel, but you stood no shot.
Victory was impossible.
Correct.
This vessel was found lacking. My thanks. I knew you were the stuff of champions. It was a marvelous battle. I implore you, take what I bequeath from inside me. All vessels are destined to one day break. But the great Alexander lived as a warrior to his last.
There it is, the Shard of Alexander. Then we also get Alexander's innards. So, after this, once we get close to the end of Farum Azula, we will go talk to Jarberg, what's this called? The Baron Jar, the nephew to Alexander. I think that's his name. Baron? Something like that. But we're going to go talk to him and see what he says. Because I just realized in my walkthrough prep, I did not do that. I had that down as go talk to him, but I just didn't. So we'll find out together what happens. We're going to head this way. We got another little tricky jump here as well. And then we're going to make our way to a section where we will have a couple of big dead beastmen to kill. As they are guarding a cookbook. Oh, there's one. Oh. Ow. No hitting. No. Kill that one, please. Woo! So aggressive. Miss me. Miss me. Alright, so that is pretty much everything in that little section. So this section was where we were just at. We explored most of this little bit. Or I should say most of this little bit as we've wrapped around. Now we want to head back to the Dragon Temple Altar Grace. Alright, so now we're going to continue our way and we're going to head back to that large beast clergyman. Oh god, I can't speak. You can tell it's so late at night when I'm recording this. Or I've just been up way too long. But we're going to make our way back through the level. If you're good at platforming, you can jump and land on that pillar and completely avoid the dogs. But you know, I've died enough already. And I'm going to die a lot to Placidusax. And I'm probably going to die a few times to Maliketh as well. So it's no big deal. But this is where we are going to head. When we drop down here, we're going to jump into this spot. Now, normally, if you don't explore the other section, there will be lightning happening all around through here, and it's coming from, let me see what direction. It's from that one dragon that we just fought and killed. So that dragon, if we don't kill it, will shoot lightning throughout this whole little area. Just kind of a pain in the butt. So that's why we ended up fighting that one ancient dragon. So we got 2 dudes over here that we're going to mess up. Oh, it's lovely. I love when that bleed procs is so good. Alright, then we are going to head this way, as we should have an enemy or two with a dog and a caster. Beauty. We're going to make our way to the top as we have another dog right over here. Now, this section over here, if you're wondering why I'm not going across, is just taking us back where we were. Like right over there, you can see we've already grabbed an item off of that body. On the other side of that wall over there, that was that trap where you can see one laying down, and I looked around the next corner, and there was a dude with 2 curved swords ready to kill us. So we've been there already. We've done pretty much everything in this little platform, so now it's time to head back down the stairs, and we're going to continue going towards a Crucible Knight, I believe. If I'm thinking of the right spot, that's who we're fighting next. Yep, we got a Crucible Knight. I love parrying these dudes. God, it's so fun. This one is the breath variant, so when you get it to half health, it will do the wings and it will do fire every now and again. There's the wings. Oh, I was early. Dang it. Almost flawless with the parries. That it? There we go. Beauty. Alright, but now we are going to cross to this platform so we can get another smithing stone. Oh god, I did not have the camera in the right spot. I was so close to jumping to the abyss. Alright, but now we have like the biggest section of Farum Azula. And I say the biggest because it's got so many different hidden sections, so many different platforms. Oh god. And there's just a lot of annoying enemies in this section. This is the section with the eagles, as you can already see. Oh, thank God I can one-shot. If I wasn't able to one-shot these birds, oh God, I was gonna be so mad. Alright, but we're gonna take it nice and slow, honestly. The reason being is if we can get through this area on our first try, we won't have to really worry too much about going forward or back, faster, slower, things like that. So we just kind of want to fall down, coming right underneath as we have 2 birds. Oh, come on, game. Come on, game. Be gentle. Game. Game. Oh, come on now. There's one bird done. Where's the next? Beauty. Okay, excellent. Now, the reason we want to take it slow is because, as you can see, obviously, that dragon's shooting lightning, and he's not going to stop until we kill him. If I remember correctly, this dude should be at a point where he will be lower than full health. So, it's not like we have to fight him completely until death, but since he is already wounded. But we want to make sure we kill as many of these birds as we can, because these things are very, very annoying. We're going to have one more coming down to join us. Beauty. And then we're going to have to try to make this little jump work. And now, as you can see, he's got like no health, so we want to fight him before he goes away. Because he will vanish. Not sure where he vanishes to, but he does vanish. And we want to kill him to get another Somber, or another Ancient Dragonstone. We're going to grab these 2 items that we see on the platform, and then we're going to grab another Somber 10 over here. So this little section, hands down, if I was a speedrunner, one of the most annoying sections, if not the most annoying section in the game. Like, it is, I wouldn't say it's on par with, like, what's it called? Oh my god. Anor Londo. There we go. Anor Londo from Dark Souls 1. But it can feel as relentless as Dark Souls 1. Now, you have 5 eagles to kill in this section. There's 1 and number 2. Oh, I swung and missed. I whiffed again. Not a good start for me. Alright, so we got number 2. And Crystal Dart. And here's number 3. Ouch, good move, sir. I didn't think you were doing that. Stop it. Oh, that eagle's broken. That eagle's broken, but I'll take it. It's fine. Alright, and then 5 should be right there. Oh. There we go. Let's move back over here, away from a ledge. Ow. Good. And then we get our next golden seed. One of the last golden seeds in the game. Now we have another hidden area. Very well hidden area. You probably missed this on your first playthrough. Maybe your second playthrough. Maybe your third playthrough. But we want to head this way as we have a hidden section of a couple of knights that we want to kill. And you also got to pay attention to the gravel stones. Very, very, very difficult to see. But you can find it on these platforms. It's the tiny little dark brown colors that you can see on some of the platforms. Not on all of them, just some of them. Then once we get over here to this little ledge, we want to fall all the way down. And you can already hear a big knight. And there he is. Woo! Got him. Then we're going to come out here for a bird. Do not be surprised if a banished knight falls down. So we're just going to wait for him to fall. Still alive. That's wild. I could not see. I was just spamming R1 to make sure I won. Whew! Alright. Well, that was fun. Definitely not, like, heart-wrenching. Terrifying. Now we're going to move this way. Just keep your eyes on that dude as we have a shield to grab. And now we can kind of stealth our way over to this dude and get a visceral attack, and hopefully he will fall off the edge as well. But he might be a little far away. Oh, well, that's fine. Got him. Oh, and he fell anyway. Then we want to take this elevator up. When you get off the elevator, make sure you do send it down, as we have one more Crucible Knight to kill. And this Crucible Knight, I don't know why, but he is way more aggressive the last few times I fought him than any other Crucible Knight I fought. Make sure you come left if you wanted to look for more gravel stone. As you just saw, I picked up another 4 pieces. Then we want to head this way, where we will see that Crucible Knight, and he's eventually going to go fight some beastmen. So we're just going to let him go kill them so we don't have to deal with them ourselves. God, that thing's strong. Don't worry, guys. I could have saved you, but it's way more fun to just watch and see how crazy that thing is. And then I'm just over here and be like, meat check! Miss me. Got him. I'm the best. This one will also have breath, just in case you are wondering which type of Crucible Knight this is. Miss me. Just back away. Out the door. There we go. Got him. You thought you were going to get me, but I'm the one that got you. Oh, back away. Oh, good move. Miss me. Stop it. Stop it. You're a cheater. Oh, thank God. Dude, you and the fire. Stop it. Normal attacks, please. Normal attacks. Come on. Thank you. It's about time. That it? Nope, still alive. Now it is. Well, alright. That was fun. So now we want to climb up this ladder, as there's going to be a window that has an item and an eagle. We're going to try to kill the eagle relatively quickly. Hopefully we don't fall out of the window, but we'll see. As we want to grab the Boltdrake What are you doing? You stuck? Are you stuck? Would you like a hand? Would you like a hand? Would you like? I can't help, sorry. But we're basically back where we started. You can see, like, that was the platform that we were on, and that's where we came from, so on and so forth. So, let me see, how many do I have? Oh, 4, that should be enough. So we can drop down here, and we can go back, or if you would like to go back, I would recommend going back, as I'm going to be honest, this next section can be a little tricky, but if you don't want to and you just want to run past to the Grace, you are welcome to. But we have 3 enemies sleeping right up there by the trees, followed by a caster and a trap right up there between the gaps between the columns. And then we got a couple more enemies after that, and we are at our Grace. There's our caster. There is our trap. Man, all these dudes are dropping sanctuary stones. I think it'd be cool if they dropped their sword. I'm just saying. Pick up their Somber Smithing Stone 7. Then we're going to come right across here. This narrow, tiny gap that I pray every time that I don't slip and fall. There we got this bad boy. Now, if you're looking for Dragonlord Placidusax, he is right down here. They're going to just come right to this gap. Go right down the rockways all the way to the very bottom there. You can see that open casket section to the left of the broken pillar. That's where we're going to lay down and then eventually fight the Dragonlord himself. But we're not going to do that yet. We got to do a couple of things. We got to kill a caster right here. Got to grab a bell bearing. Aggressive. Very aggressive. Ow. Whoo! He gave me his cleaver. Let's go. That's awesome. I've never had this weapon. That's so cool. Maybe I'll do a build for it. We'll see. How good is this weapon? I don't know. C in strength. Spinning slash. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That'd be a cool weapon for a beast build, though. Not gonna lie. Because I know they got, like, the Beast Claw Great Hammer from Gurranq, but I don't know. I don't know. Speaking of Gurranq, have I gone to see him yet? I should go see. Oh, he's still here. Cool. Let's see if I can give him the rest of his death root.
It is all consumed. Still, I am not sated. Not nearly sated. America! Is this what it is to sin? Will things never be the same again? Tarnished, my thanks for thy long labor, but I have done all I can in this land. Henceforth, mine appetite shall be my sole companion. Farewell.
Anytime, buddy. Anytime. But we get an Ancient Dragon, Smithing Stone, and Gurranq's Beast Claw. That's so cool. I forgot he does that. That's so cool. So cool. Alright, but Gurranq is gone, and I already know you guys know where he's gonna be, right? So, let's see. We have to go to the beside the Great Bridge to continue to our last hidden sections of the game. Ooh, can I level up? Alrighty. Where did I need to go? Let me get my walkthrough caught up. Ah, yes. There we go. We have to fight the Dragonic Tree Sentinel. So we're gonna walk right up the stairs. We're gonna go say hi. How you doing? My name's Logan. Time for you to die. We're gonna mess this dude up. Real lickety-split like. Oh, look at that bleed, baby. Ooh, and the stagger? My man, you didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. Nothing. That was sick. Alright, Dragon Greaves, Dragon Armor is gone. Ooh, Somberstone. Forgot that. Gotta grab it. Now we can backtrack as we are going to head to the last hidden section of the game. Or not of the game, of Farum Azula. After all, we still have Leyndell, the Ashen Capital, and we still have the Halig Tree as well, which we're going to do in the next episode, by the way. We're going to go Halig Tree, then Leyndell, as we will wrap up the game. And we'll be so stinking strong, it's going to be wild to see how much damage we are doing against Sir Gideon Ofnir, and the other bosses like Radagon and Elden Beast. Radagon, I think, will still whoop my butt. Elden Beast, though, probably. So we're going to kill that beast dude. We're going to kill this dude over here. Ow. Good move, sir. I'm impressed. Now we have two paths that we can choose. We can go that way, which unfortunately will not let us come back. So we're going to go that way second. And we're going to actually go this way down a ladder to trigger an invasion with our buddy Recusant Bernal. So over this way is a couple of really important items. They are our last two legendary items that I believe we need in Farum Azula, one of which is your legendary Armament, the Devourer's Scepter, and then the other is a legendary talisman, the Old Lord's Talisman. Ow. Oh, God, I love that move. I love that move so much. This build is insane. Alright, now, one of the items I do need to talk about. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to talk about this again later in the episode when we get to fighting Maliketh, but this deflects the power of the Black Blade. Now, in order for you to understand what it means by deflect the power of the Black Blade, it is not like the Buckler where you can parry any melee attack. It is only when his sword glows golden yellow, like his big bombs. Those are the moves he can parry, and he will always follow them up with a couple of swings as well. So, kind of cool, but that's just one thing to see or take a note of. As you can see, since it's out, we know that Gurranq essentially is going to transform eventually to Maliketh the Black Blade, which is pretty cool. But we have a couple other enemies in here, as we have our legendary talisman to grab. So we gotta kill these dudes quickly. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to see. Whew! Good combo, sir. And then we want to grab our chest for our talisman. Beauty. The Old Lord's Talisman. I don't even know what that does. I'm going to be honest. I don't even know what that does. I got it and was like, sweet. What does it do? Where is it? Where is it? Am I blind? Ah, extends spell duration. I see. I see. That's kind of cool. So if you're a mage or a magic build character, you can do that. That's kind of cool. But as you can see, we got a beastman over there that we're going to kill. That weapon is just sick. Like, if I have any fans that are cosplayers and they have, like, a 3D printer that can print me a big one of those, I would forever be in your debt. Because that is one of the coolest fantasy weapons I think I've ever seen. I'm just saying. Throwing that out into the universe. And hi-ya! Alright, then we can grab our bolt. We're going to run in here and we're going to grab our lever. The lever is going to pull the elevator from all the way down. And we're going to ride it back up to here. And we're going to go back down to the very bottom as we have an armor set to grab. If you have done Yura's questline, Bloody Finger Hunter Yura, his questline has you running and eventually getting Eleanor's pole blade from Eleonora herself. So, if you fought her, you now have her armor, her Drake Knight armor. Pretty cool set. It's very unique. Doesn't have not many other sets like it in the game. But now that we come up, we're going to try to roll off, kill that big bad bird. And now you can see that we are back where our grace was. You see nothing, bird? Oh, that's right. I can't come back up. I can't go back up. That's right. Alright, that's fine. So now we're going to warp back to beside the Great Bridge as we have done pretty much everything, I believe. Yep. We are going to go fight a Dragonlord. So we only got 2 bosses left. I'm going to explain the boss as we go to the boss, because this boss fight is probably my least favorite Remembrance fight, and I'm honestly already dreading that I have to fight this boss. I'm being completely honest. Did I check to see if there were items over here? I never paid attention. I don't think there's any items out there. But we got to start from that grace, make sure you send the elevator back up. Then we're just heading this way, going to those rocks I showed earlier and dropping down. But how the fight works. basically, he's going to summon the same red lightning that Fortification had, if you remember from the Deep Root Depths. But there's a kicker. Instead of having his lightning always stay on us, and then every 3 seconds it goes off of us, hits the ground, and goes boom, he's going to have a couple of different roar attacks that cause lightning to occur, and the lightning is going to take up basically the size of this platform, maybe a little bit bigger, and it's going to blow up like the whole area around us, and we have to dodge through it. You're probably going to get hit by it many times, like I have when I fight this dude. But it happens 3 times, so it's going to be like 1, wait about 5 seconds, 2, then another 5, 3, and then you can go to town. Depending on what weapons you are using, like I used the Great Stars when I fought him in my prep, the Great Stars did redonkulous damage. I didn't get bleed, I just didn't, it was mainly physical damage. I don't think I triggered bleed once. I don't know if this guy is weak to bleed at all or can have bleed proc, but that is one of the things that you got to look out for when you're trying to fight this dude, is how much damage are you doing. You're not going to be able to stick around his heads, as his heads are a weak point. You can stagger him if you're doing enough damage, but you got to run to the heads and then hit R1. Otherwise, honestly, I'd recommend just beating him wherever you're at. Like beating on him, wailing on him, all that stuff, and all that good fun jazz. Other than that, he's got a couple of different swipes that he'll do with his claws, depending on whether he's hitting the ground or if he's just swiping them at you and he's not slamming them. There will or will not be an AoE. If he slams them on the ground, there's going to be a delayed AoE on it as well. It can be very tricky to dodge. I'm terrible at dodging it, but it can be dodged. When you get to him, hit him to around 1/3 of the health bar gone or half the health bar gone, he's going to fly in the air and disappear. Just look around in the sky until he shows up. He's going to show up as a trail of red lightning smoke, and you got to dodge through his attack. He's going to go through a teleporting wombo combo. He's got a couple of different breath attacks as well. Typically for the breath attacks, just run away from them, meaning wherever he's blowing the fire, you want to run that direction. So if he's straight ahead and he's blowing the forward at me, I should be coming this way, away from the fire. Otherwise, you're just going to get hit and it's going to hurt. When he has around 1/3, 1/4 of the health bar left, maybe even less depending on how much damage you're doing, he will do a red cloud attack. He will dive bomb at you, swipe at you, land, drift, turn around, and start blazing fire and laser beams all over the place. Kind of like how Midir does in Dark Souls 3. And it hurts a lot. Try not to dodge through it. I'm being honest. If you dodge through it, you take an extra damage, you're probably going to die because it hits really, 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 really hard. If you do dodge through it, run up, beat him, you're done. You're good to go. But this fight will be one of the roadblocks for me, as my build is mainly focused on bleed, and I really do not think I will do enough bleed damage to kill this dude. But we shall see. Also, the fight will not trigger right away when you enter the arena. You have to get around the first layer of pillars that are next to it. But I've jibber-jabbered enough about this fight. It's time to go show his fight off. Because even though I'm not a fan of the mechanics, I actually do really like the visuals, because it's a really, really, really cool boss. So remember what I said about time being weird here, like everything's still? Yeah, that's your boy Dragonlord right there. Your boy Dragonlord right there was so strong that he like messed with time, I believe. Not 100% sure, but I think that's part of his lore. Is that he's so strong that he needed a place, needed a place to wait for his greater will, or his God, since he was the first Elden, before Elden Lords existed. So yeah, pretty cool. And now we're kind of transported back in time to see him, and it's so cool. Like, I love this cutscene. I think it's so cool just seeing him in the sky. Oh. Oh, he's so cool. Like, I don't know if Miyazaki or George R.R. Martin or anybody on that anybody on that team came up with his design specifically, or if it was a group effort. But like, my God, his design is sick. It's so cool. And I love how he looks like a heart. Like, kind of like a heart, because you got each wing looks like a ventricle or an atrium, and then you have the big long necks that look like the big artery and vein. Like, oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. But now that I've gushed over it enough, it's time to get mad because I'm going to die a lot. Because this dude's really hard for me. I'm not good at fighting him at all. At all, at all. Oh, don't fight him locked. If you fight him locked, it's going to be a nightmare. That's the last thing I'll say. Here's the big roar. That's not good damage. That's not good damage at all. Oh, that's fire. I was out of it, liar. Am I gonna get a stagger? Oh, good swipe. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh my God, I didn't die. I'm impressed with myself. Alright, but now he's gonna get up and he's gonna go away from me. That's pretty good for a first attempt. I'm not mad. That's a pretty good first attempt. And dodge. Now he's gonna have a combo. Swing. Ooh, I got the double swipe. Interessante. Another double swipe? Really? That's lucky. That's very lucky. Normally I only get one. So now he's going to do it again. And I believe this time he's going to do the beams. If not, he's going to call more lightning down. Yep, calling more lightning. Oh, I barely got him. That sucks. Now it's the big beams. Where is he? Whoo! Oh, here's the big beams. I'm not sure how to dodge it, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, yep. That looks about right. Alright. We should be okay, because I don't know if he's going to do that again. Get him. No! I got stuck in his armpit. Hit him! Ah, so close. I'm gonna heal just to be safe. I don't trust myself. Huh. That move I'm so bad at dodging, and I've dodged it twice. I'm impressed. Please no fire, just spin. Whew. Oh, this is fire. I gotta run to his butt. I got really lucky with the RNG here. I'm not gonna lie. Woo! First try. Oh my God. Heck yeah, dude. That's awesome. First try. I got probably the best RNG I think I could do with this boss. Oh my God. And I didn't even show one of his coolest moves because I was doing so much damage. I forgot all about it until I thought he was going to do it, and then he didn't. So he has a move in first phase. If you're not doing enough damage and the fight takes a little bit longer than what it took for me to get to second phase or third phase where he's doing all his little ghosty flame and lightning stuff, he will raise his hand that, like, which one's that? The left hand that's holding the, like, the peeler, the Godskin peeler. He'll raise that hand up and he'll slam it into the ground, and you'll get like all the music will stop, and you just get like a, and you just got to run right out of it. You'll see like a red fog coming up from the ground. That is the area of effect. So you just run out of it. It'll blow up in a minute, and then you run back in and you kill him. So keep that in mind, as that is a move that you definitely need to know about it, because if you're not doing enough damage, you're gonna see it. But now we only got one more cool boss to fight, and that is Maliketh the Black Blade, a fan favorite by many. Probably in my top 3, I'm going to be honest. Probably in my top 3. But now we're going to do a little bit of rearranging. As I talked about before, we have the Blasphemous Claw, and I want to use the Blasphemous Claw. I want to show you how... Where are those crystal darts? I want to show you how to use it, because it's something that took me a few tries to figure out what moves I can and can't use it on. I went the wrong way. Whoops. Alright, so, again, it's something where you're looking at the yellow or the blade that is black and red, and it starts to glow yellow. When it comes down, that's when you want to use it, and it's really easy to use. You just put it in an equip slot and hit square. That's all it is. It's very fast. It's fast like the buckler parry. And as long as the red circles or the red glow appears like that, it'll work and it'll do its job just fine. But won't do anything in first phase. You gotta wait till second phase. So, for this fight, you're not gonna get a cutscene. Honestly, I recommend, because 9 times out of 10, Gurranq is gonna be sprinting at you when you walk in. Just use your flask right beforehand, and then move in, as there is an edge to the arena and you can fall off.
Why wouldst thou? Why? It's no matter. I hereby vow the destiny shall not be stolen again.
Oh god, he hits so hard sometimes. So that is a unique dialogue that we got from Gurranq, because we did do all of the death route in the game. I just realized I didn't do a boss explanation for this. Well, you're gonna get a good look, I promise. I'm not doing as much damage as I was hoping. Oh, that bleed. That bleed, baby. Coolest transformation right here. Love it. Chef's kiss.
Death. Become my blade once more.
God, I love this boss. So cool. So cool. God, that's so cinematic. So awesome. Oh, good move. You're giving me the wombo combo. I'm waiting for you to do the big move before I try to kill you. Oh, well, that hurts. Can you do the big bombs where you're jumping all over? Because that's what I want to show people. I was out. Whoops. Come on now. Do the thing. Oh, that's not the thing. Oh, he did the wrong one. It's that move. When he jumps up and then he tries to slam his blade into the ground and create a big bomb beneath your feet. Nope, that ain't working. Oh, he got me. That's fine. Another chance. I think I kind of proved that I could have killed him at any time there because of how much I was dodging at that point. I was just trying to bait out the only attack he didn't do. Otherwise, literally, I think he did every attack. Oh well. Right back to it. Alright, Gurranq. You running or you walking? Oh, he running. He running. Ouch. Ow. Why am I not dodging? Jesus Lord. I just walked around that like a G. Full stamina bar. Who dodges? God, that's so much damage. Oh. Alright, let's do this. Can you do your thing? Please, I just want to see it once. Big jumpy? Yeah, there we go. So he does 2 follow-ups, then he's back in the fight. Oh my bleed. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. Did you see that? I don't even think it was bleed. I think that was just the other buff.
Cannot be restored.
Wow. Oh, I need my money. No! I gotta go back and get my money. But we'll do that off the episode. There it is, baby. The Ruin of Death. Destined Death. So cool. Like, I don't have any tattoos. I want to get a couple of different tattoos. All of them are from Software games. I think from Elden Ring, I would want either that Elden Ring up there, or I would want the symbol of Destined Death from this game. I really like those 2 symbols. Otherwise, the only other tattoo I really, really want is the Bold Hunter's Mark from Bloodborne. Because that's my favorite game.
And the lands between are shrouded by death's dark fate. But the flames will also burn the impenetrable thorns.
Such a cool shot.
Farewell it is then. You'll be Elden Lord yet.
Alright, so a couple things I want to talk about. Since that cutscene's done and we're just going to wake up standing here in a minute in the Ashen Capital. I'm not going to go into the Ashen Capital yet. We're going to save this for the very end of the series. So probably in like 2 episodes before we get to the end, because we're going to probably split the Halig tree up into pieces. One just getting down to the base of the tree, and then the last one being the actual base of the tree with the Melania fight as well. So, not much left in the game, but there's a couple things I want to talk about first. Oh god, I love that shot. That's so cool. Oh, so cool. I gush so much about the artwork in this game because it's wild and phenomenal. I love every second of it. But we got to talk real quick about a couple quest lines that we may not be able to do. So you can see Scribe Corhin is over here. We will have to run all the way through the west part in order to get him. If you did not talk to him before the before we ignited the forge at the Forge of the Giants, his quest will end. Honestly, I don't understand how to get his quest line to end where you do get Golden Mask's section of the Great Ruin. I talked to him, I talked to Golden Mask, and for some reason it just didn't work. I'm not 100% sure why. I even looked up an actual walkthrough note from Fextra Life to see, because I'm like, I don't think I've did anything wrong, but we'll see. And Fextra Life didn't tell me anything different. So I don't know. If one of you guys knows why I didn't get the quest done properly, please let me know, because I've done everything the same on both playthroughs. So, yeah, it's a little dumb, but it is what it is. In the next episode, we are going to carry on from Ordina, the liturgical town, and we're going to make our way into the Halig Tree, where we are going to face the final demigod before we end the game with the three amigos, Gideon, Godfrey, and Radagon with, you know, Elden Beast, which is not as fun. But that's how we're going to end the game. We're going to make our way through the Halig Tree, the hardest section of the game, and then we're going to wrap things up with Lanedell, the royal capital. Just as a friendly reminder, if you do like the video, it helped you out throughout this difficult section of the game with Farum Azula, make sure you leave a like. That helps me out a lot. The YouTube gods bless me when everybody likes the video. So if you feel like helping me out and helping my small channel grow, please make sure you like the video. And if not, that's okay too. No big deal. Just means I got to improve, right? Then, the other thing that you could do as well is if you enjoyed this content and you looked at the top right corner of the screen at the start of this video and you see that I have a full playlist of the series so far, make sure you go check those out as well to see what else you missed in the gigantic world of Elden Ring. As you could see, ya boy's done it all, right? Everything in the game. So if you want to do everything in the game, make sure you check it out, as I have done through pretty much everything, where I've explained everything you can possibly do in the game in terms of quests, items, bosses, etc. So, not much left in the game. And as I mentioned at the start of the game, I also stream on Saturdays. We're doing the deathless run of Elden Ring. I have not gotten very far. The farthest I got was like right there. I was running, or no. No, that's not what I wanted. I was around Folly of the Lake. There's a couple lobsters. They blasted me in the booty, and that's the farthest I've ever gotten. I killed, what's his name? I killed Godric, ran this way to go start getting stones, and I got blasted in the booty by a couple of lobsters in that end of the run. Everything else I've just been stuck in Limgrave, unfortunately, because I've been too greedy, too quick, trying to get higher levels as early as I can, and then I, you know, end up making a dumb mistake, and then I die. But that's the risk of the Deathless run, right? You cannot die, and unfortunately, I did. So, if you feel like hanging around, stopping by the stream, saying hi, by all means. It's been a lot of fun streaming here on YouTube, and I've had an absolute blast, and I'm definitely going to continue that in the future. So, I will see you all later. I hope you all have a fabulous day. Thank you very much for hanging out with me in this video. Have a great day, everybody.